Hello. Let's wait a few seconds. I came on a little bit later today, a few minutes. It's so nice to be here. Hello, Simran. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. Tell me, where are you from? Where are you coming from and joining this beautiful life? Hey, love. Thanks for joining. A few seconds and we will begin. Oh, amazing. Toronto. I was talking to my friend and she was inviting me to come. So, yeah, Canada. Never been in Toronto, but maybe one day we'll see where the life will bring me. Nice. I bet it's cold in Toronto. Oh, hello, guys. I think today we're catching a really important topic. Let me know where you are from, where are you coming. Yeah, it is. I bet it is cold. Where are you joining from? And I got a message to speak about this topic, and a lot of my clients face this time when we start questioning ourselves. So, and we need to make that decision to sacrifice something in life in order to expand, in order to follow our calling. And sometimes it can be challenging. So I will bring everything what came through to me one day when we were talking about this with a client, and I really wanted to share this because for me it was the light, literally, what changed so much, and I always remember that. So today we're talking about when we actually, how big is our calling should be, so we commit to make sacrifices in life, and when it's actually our true calling. So we can talk about big things, big decisions, then changing the path, changing the career, leaving the relationship or entering the relationship, letting go of the home or moving to different countries. Then this can be a calling. This can be a change you're going through in life. And when we do that, sometimes we start questioning ourselves. And, oh, maybe it's not the right thing to do. Shall I do this or shall I do that? And we start listening to our mind. So first of all, then we make any decisions, big decisions, small decisions, to travel somewhere, to see maybe friends or not to see them, maybe postpone the journey, arrange the retreat, whatever you're doing, the ceremonies, healing, anything in life, going to work, wanting to ask for promotion, anything, investing money, connecting to some people, and sometimes we start questioning ourselves. So we know that to hear that true calling, true soul's desire, we need to listen to our heart. And I believe if you are here, you are a healer, you are a light worker, and you do the work so you can stay connected to your true. So to stay connected to our true, we need to do some practices. We need to connect our soul. We need to connect our presence, so then we can quiet our mind. So it's really important to quiet the mind. Then we can listen. Any practices you cultivate, I will leave it to you. We're not going to go into that today. But grounding practices, connecting to the earth, meditation, breath work, anything makes you happy, makes you align. So then you feel alive, and then you know, you feel yourself. You actually so connected deeply So you don't raise those questions. Those questions are not coming. So then we sit, we think, okay, I have this calling, I want to travel somewhere, or I want to change my path, I want to change a career, I want to do something different. And then boom, boom, we start receiving all those questions. Oh, it's not the right time, it's not enough money, it's maybe not the right partner, maybe it's not the right company, maybe it's not the right investment. Anything what you do, we start doubting ourselves, and it's so normal. But then we are aligned with ourselves, we trust. So we trust and we take the action from the heart, from our intuition. And we know we're gonna make the sacrifices. Whatever new path we're gonna start or the direction we're gonna take, we're gonna have to sacrifice something in order to expand. This is the plan of the universe she has for us. So for us, in order to expand, we always gonna have to sacrifice, always. But when we are in alignment, we trust and we not questioning that. When we start questioning, I'm inviting you to go back and to connect to yourself and don't make decisions. Don't make decisions, any decisions based on the mind. Because when we do so, we fall out of the alignment with our heart, to our heart, from our soul alignment, and we just make those decisions based on ego. Even if we make those decisions, another caption, we need to accept that. Because when we make the decision and then we suddenly realize, oh, I followed my mind and actually I didn't want to do that, then we again create that resistance of frequency, the energy drops, and then again you get disconnected from the universe, you get disconnected from yourself, you're not allowing yourself to receive and expand further. So what we want to do here, listen to ourselves, connect, quiet the mind and ask. You can pray, you can ask, and it doesn't have to be, okay, I'm just gonna ask when I have big decision to make. We can ask any decision we want to make. It doesn't have to be big. Remember, universe always supports us. So what came to me, it was like, I don't know, for me it clicked. It was like such a bright light. Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for joining. So we were talking, okay. So I have all those thoughts and ideas. I want to do this. And like, wait a minute. So it was my client. And I'm just like, so what do I do now? How I make a choice to make the decision when I'm not sure, I'm questioning myself. And what we think then, we think maybe the decision's gonna be wrong. And we fall into scarcity mindset. So we think the decision's gonna be wrong and something gonna happen. Like, what can happen? Nothing. Like, whatever will happen to you, always be supported. And what is the key point then? This is a moment when we start listening ego. This is a crucial moment of any decision when we know already, we made the decision, we connected to ourself, we know what we want to do, and suddenly, boom, 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 no, don't do that, or do this, oh, and suddenly we feel we're not sure what we're doing. We fall into scarcity mindset because what that moment, what ego does to us, he is so scared of the unknown. Every new thing we're going through, every new step, new path we're stepping in, new decision we're making, what we do, we step into unknown. And ego doesn't like that. If you step into unknown, all the thoughts, all the patterns suddenly gonna start coming and attacking you. So you could go back to that confident self and stay where you are. So you're not expanding, you're not rising the frequency, unless you made that decision, you asked the universe, you connected to yourself, and you know that this is what you have to do now. You trust that decision, that it's totally fine, because we don't have to move all the time. We don't have to do things. We don't have, when we think expansion is only changing the path, getting like better job, building the business, being in a relationship, that is not necessarily your expansion. You might expand so much more and find within yourself doing nothing. And we go through these stages in life. I've been there. I believe you've been there. And we know how much we shift when we do nothing. So it was my boom light moment. Every time I start doubting myself, I know I fell out of the alignment and ego is talking. So I go to myself, I reconnect to myself. Even sometimes it might be challenging, also depending on the day, on the energies and where we are in life. But I sit, I don't make the decisions based on my mind, based on scarcity, based on that force which we've been taught all the time that we need to do more and we need to be more. We don't make decisions then, because nothing gonna happen. Then we make those decisions because we do. It's not like every time. We make them unconsciously, to be honest, a lot of the time. Then we need to accept that. Because again, if we're not accepting the decisions, like I mentioned before, we create the resistance. So it's so important to align yourself with the universe. So whatever choices you make, whatever you listened to your intuition that moment or you didn't, it doesn't matter. Because if you heard the voice and you followed it, that means it had to happen. There is never wrong decision, never. Whatever experience you have to go through, you will go through it. And universe always gonna give you a cushion. Always, no matter what. Scary things, to enter new things, I'm scared, okay? I did it, feel amazing, feel I have grown, I know myself better. Okay, I made decision based on the mind, maybe on my previous experiences and whatever, and maybe it's amazing at the time. Okay, I feel great. Maybe it's not that amazing and something happened, maybe it didn't exceed your expectations, which is another thing what ego does, and then we feel disappointed. So that it's the feeling universe wanted you to experience, so you can again grow from that lesson. So there is no right or wrong. Then, when I realized that, it just makes so much easier, because many times during the day, I believe most of us have busy mind and we're not staying in alignment 24/7 because it's quite challenging, and we have those thoughts and we have those doubts. So remember, every time you start doubting yourself, just trust. Remember, this is your mind. Most of the time, if you listen of your mind and do make the decision, trust. This is what you had to go through. So there was never wrong or right. And for me, it was wow. Every time I start doubting myself, first of all, I question, okay, how my alignment is, how much I am connected to my heart. And if I know that it just thousands of thoughts just keeps coming, and it's just getting more and more, escalates more, I know that I'm not in alignment and it's not the right moment to make that decision. So it helps me to create new pattern. Hey, beautiful souls, it helps me to create new pattern when I bring myself back, acknowledging that I'm out of my alignment and not making the decision right away, but also bringing me back to myself. I might choose to make the decision because I have to in life, and I will be okay with that because I know this is what universe asked me to do. So the main reason how we can expand, how we can move forward without feeling so much challenged in life and creating resistance and dropping our energetic field, trust, and of course do the work. But no matter how much work you're doing, you're still gonna fall out of alignment. So acceptance, only acceptance of decision you make will bring you forward and will help you to live easier life. So because we can't control the mind, we can learn new patterns, we can meditate more, we can do all the practices, we can quiet the mind so we can hear our true soul calling, what we actually came here to do, what we need to do. But the mind still go back, and without mind we can't live, because we live in this society. Mind brings us up, brings us to do all the beautiful things, and we don't need to think about it as an enemy and it's only wrong. No, it's amazing. But for us, our responsibility is to make the decisions from the heart, and it's so challenging most of the time. So my discovery at this point is that flicking point when you notice that your mind is busy and you try to make decisions from the ego. This is the best acknowledgement moment, what you can do to yourself and how you can support yourself. You will know what you're doing, because then you are fully in alignment and you follow your intuition. You don't question. You don't question. When you start questioning, this is a mind talking. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. This is what you might have to go through. Hey loves, let me know if you have any questions and if that sitting with you and you resonate, because I know from the people who I talk and from my clients, this is a really challenging point in life when we actually know, especially in our community, when we're taking on the new path, we're going through so many, all of us, we're going through so many deaths and rebirths, and it's affecting us so much. And yeah, love, it is strong, isn't it? And then we know we want to make that decision, but it's so challenging, because okay, so the old me gonna die, and the new me, I don't know who she or he is. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna like her. The ego talk, because they want you to stay in what you know already. So you can't break through those patterns. You can't shine your light fully. This is what he wants you to do. And again, if you choose that third-based action, accept it. Don't start blaming, oh, I knew it's ego, but I still made it. That's amazing. This is what universe told you to do. Through that decision, you're gonna expand. So it's not like if I'm gonna choose my mind, it's gonna be wrong decision, and I only can be successful or whatever in relationship and alignment only when I do everything what is based on my intuition. No. It's just never gonna happen. I mean, it might, but I don't know anybody yet. So thank you, loves, for joining. This is very important message what I wanted to share, because I believe most of us really facing those big decisions or small decisions, and it's difficult, and we like, oh, I know I have to meditate, I know I have to go in ceremony, I know I have to do yoga, but we don't do that every day. So we know that, and we don't need to blame ourselves, because remember that then the mind, it's again, this is ego talk. He wants us to blame ourselves. So we play that game. We play that game of lower vibration. And we don't want to play that game anymore, because we create new earth here. We want to shine our light bright. We want to step into full power, what we came here to share, to be. And it doesn't matter how scary it might be. We will do it. Sooner than later. Time is just illusion. Remember, we don't have to do anything now in that second, unless you know what you're doing and you feel driven, and it came to you and you suddenly like, I want to do that. I feel so strong in that decision. That's amazing. Go for it, girl or boy. Go for it. And what else is coming to me? Really stop questioning everybody what you need to do. Because then we fall a little bit out of alignment. We start questioning others. And others might be in completely different vibration. And again, it's not bad or good. We already different vibration. The only answer is you know, which sits in your heart. This is your answers. This is who you need to talk to yourself. And that's it. You can work with the coaches, you can work with mentors. They're never gonna tell you what to do. They're gonna guide you on your path so you can expand. They're gonna push you in those uncomfortable situations, but they're never gonna tell you what to do, because it's up to you how you feel, how it's your journey. Okay, loves, I could go on and on about this. Drop me a message if you want to have a chat. It's a deep, deep subject, and I'm trying to nail it and find those little golden nuggets which helps us to stop creating resistance and live in peace and joy. Oh, thank you so much, love. Thank you for sharing your light. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy to connect with all of you, and thank you so much for coming. You know, all the offerings are on my bio. I have so many at the moment, so I don't want to go into this, but if you really want to work with me, I still have one space available for private mentoring. And if you want to work with me for 2 months in a small group of people, and actually clear your patterns, do a healing work, learn how to work with Mayan energies and connect with them, and serve the plant medicine of cacao, the Matyosh Mayan cacao apprenticeship, it's open. We have few people who signed up, which is I'm so excited and I'm so happy. And I cannot wait to start this journey. I know we start April the 2nd, but time flies so quickly. And I want to be with you. I want to go through this journey. I want to expand. I want to connect. Collectively, we can change the vibration of the planet Earth. We can't do on our own. It's not that powerful. So let's connect, let's rise the vibration of the planet Earth, and I'm sending you my love. Thank you so much.